Hello and welcome to Better Business Podcast. My name is Alexei, and today I want to talk to you about the concept of a solution, because I often find that there is a little bit of a misconception when it comes to services and solutions and how they actually are different. Many business owners, especially when they start out, think that they actually offer a service, where in reality, if they master the whole process, it actually turns out being a solution. So, what's the difference? Well, a solution is, I guess, looking at the whole picture from a bigger perspective and understanding all the consequences of a particular service. This is where businesses can really become great, because they're not just going to address one little detail, but they look at the whole thing very, very differently. Look at it from a perspective of, let's say, a plumber coming in to repair a tap where all the pipes have rusted out. If they are to repair a tap, they will obviously provide a service to the customer because they are specifically inquiring about that. But if they are able to provide a response in relation to a much bigger problem and highlight it and obviously provide a solution for it, well, then that is a true actual solution. So when it comes to servicing customers and understanding exactly what they have, I think it's very important to add some sort of an audit. And this is a very easy way for any business to start creating a very big add-on, a value add, if you like. This is where a lot of businesses, particularly in a B2B scenario, you really get stuck. Most of the time, people are wanting to get specific service based on their understanding or limited information that they have. And the provider of that service actually has to work with that information in order to arrive at the right outcome. So my understanding is that if you actually, diagnose that as a process, ask extra additional questions, you should be able to understand the bigger picture, or at least allow for extra room, for that particular job, and then be able to deliver a much better outcome. And this is where, businesses are able to charge a lot more and provide a much more sophisticated solution as opposed to something really quite simple and transactional. So if you're looking for ways to, scale things up or potentially change your offering, have a look at a solution concept to see where you could potentially be completing everything. Now, not everyone's able to provide every single thing. I get it. This is where, in my opinion, partnerships and being affiliated with other businesses can work really well. When you look at providing a service, I think you can only go so far. And with services, typically people charge per hour. When you look for a solution, the majority of the time, people look at it more from a complete solution, typically provide a project price. Now, if you're good at what you do, you get your timing right, you've got your processes sorted out, I think the solution offering is a much better process to go with. In relation to marketing, I find that using a lose-win philosophy where you offer something for free in order to win the actual business can work very well in very competitive scenarios. I'll give you an example. A lot of air conditioning companies, when it comes to summer, are wanting to get those bigger commercial jobs. And the issue with commercial jobs, or any B2B for that matter, is that they're very idle until the problem becomes apparent. So the only way to really highlight that problem sooner is to be able to go out to those businesses and offer them some sort of a free consultation or some sort of an assessment in order to understand the condition of their actual system. Now, most businesses are very busy. They're not really involved in checking the air conditioning or electrical or anything to do with the the well-being of the actual of their office, whether it's the actual systems that are serving us, whether it's the actual setup of the business. A lot of the time they're playing busy. So if you run a service-based business, I recommend for you to offer this assessment and run a campaign specifically at the decision makers. Now, it can be quite challenging, but the whole idea is you're offering something free in exchange for getting your foot in the door and potentially providing them with a report on things that could create repeat business for you. So most service-based businesses would want a project as well as repeat business for offering some sort of maintenance work. And I think that's the best way to go. So service versus solution, what works for you better? Are you stuck in a particular space? Let's discuss. I think every business initially starts with understanding what the problem is, and then creating a service specifically to serve that problem the best they can. Oftentimes, startups really over deliver. They really want to cram everything into their service, where they're really trying to add more value and complete the job, where they completely misunderstand the whole solution concept. So if you're in the startup phase or you've been doing something for a while, really you need to start looking at it from a different perspective. What sets it apart, I guess, is understanding the bigger picture and also having processes and systems around the whole thing as well. Because if you offer a more comprehensive solution, you need to be able to capture a lot of information, obviously pass that on to other providers or members of your team in order to complete the job. So how about that? If you're running a business and you're really wanting to have a look at how you could market it differently or how you could potentially get more money out of the business, have a look at the solution as a concept, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find a few interesting points that could potentially help you discover a lot of nuggets in your business. Anyway, my name is Alexei. This is a short one, but I thought it's very important to bring this to you and highlight these little things to get you to think differently. Share this with your friends and make sure to subscribe. I'll chat to you soon.